This alpha male is too broke to afford his girlfriend, and I feel bad about it.
You're just taking my car. You wanna ride? You're just taking off?
Wes Watson has been getting bombarded recently by big YouTubers. Today we're investigating these claims to see if it's really true. To be honest, I didn't think this video would get that deep, but a clip that I found shows there's more to the story than you would think.
In all reality, I don't even like life that much. That's why I'm good at it.
But before we get to that, we have to understand the accusations against Wes. YouTuber Too Lazy to Try has been documenting Wes Watson's life. Here's his thoughts on a recent video that Wes Watson made.
What the f is the matter with you people? When I went to prison, it was arguably the worst thing that it could happen to anyone.
Yeah, so he's just the best. You know, he's like, what's wrong with you people for thinking I'm going broke? Do you not know every successful person goes broke? Like, oh, good job of proving us wrong. I mean, it sounds like the haters are kind of right here, which isn't a big secret. I mean, you just look at his views, which have dropped off massively, and then how much money he spends. You know, he continues renting this stupid house and all these ridiculous cars because that's all he has in life.
So this is the first accusation we have, the fact that he's running out of money. Now, I do think it's funny how Wes didn't directly address this accusation and instead talked about other rich people that lost their money. He's not directly denying it, and that says a lot. You're probably thinking, how does this relate to his girlfriend? But this is where things pick up.
And at this point, it seems like he almost enjoys getting humiliated. You know, like when people accused him of dating an escort, he never actually denied it or defended her at all. And when he addressed it, he actually called her an escort. I mean, he's acting like he's being sarcastic, but I don't think he was, because now he literally just refers to her as a hooker. And I guess they had taken a break for a while, and somebody asked him what happened to her, and he said he needed to save up more money before he rents her again.
I finally saved up enough money to go pick her back up, so I may just go get her today. I don't know. I kind of had to let her go for a little bit because I didn't have enough to pay the bill. You know how it works. You've probably done it.
But it looks like he managed to save up enough money, and now this happy couple is back together. He made this post. He said, got my hooker back. She had a Black Friday special. And even if he is joking about this, it's so weird to refer to your girlfriend as a hooker. I mean, what does she think of this? Even though, I mean, she probably is one, but I can't imagine she wants him posting about it. Unless maybe she likes that he's kind of helping her advertise. I don't know, this is just so strange.
Wow, those are some incriminating clips. I'm still surprised Wes didn't directly deny these accusations. I mean, usually when you're joking around, you make the joke and then you're like, okay, actually I would never do that. But Wes didn't do that here, so we actually don't know. But I hope that as you're watching this, the wheels are starting to turn, especially with the clips I showed at the beginning. It is safe to say people get the most enjoyment out of their life from their relationships. Wes obviously has the material success, but with this weird relationship dynamic he has going on, it's jeopardizing his happiness. Maybe you're asking yourself the question, is this relationship dynamic truly off? Well, let's find out.
He also always tries to brag about how he's with the most attractive girls, but he's paying for them. Like anyone with money could get them. That's all it takes. Like him posting pictures with his escort and buying her expensive shit. He thinks that's a flex somehow, but everybody just thinks it's embarrassing. You know, he loves showing her off too. I honestly think he likes taking pictures of her and posting them more than she does. And now for some reason he gets all pissed off that people don't post their girlfriends to social media, which is a weird thing to get mad about.
Got one for you. What keeps a man from posting his lady? Is it because he's not that proud of her? Is it because he's insecure that other people will get at her? I'm just not understanding how these people online, oh, are they going to claim it's for privacy issues and they want us to be private? I'm not getting how on social media you could be so not social and think it's going to benefit you.
It's pretty hard to defend Wes on this one, especially after videos like this one, where the first few seconds of the video was just a close-up of, I guess, his client's girlfriend or wife's chest. Like, that's kind of wild. Like, that's weird. It's not even your girlfriend. Like, we all know what you're doing. I'm sure if you asked her or whoever her significant other was in this situation, if it was okay, they'd probably say yes. But like, it's just weird. Like, what are we doing? But back to the original point of his girlfriend. If he's willing to do this with clients' girlfriends, he's definitely willing to do it with his own. But let's give him the benefit of the doubt. Maybe that last one was a fluke. Let's check out this to see if we're wrong. All right, starting off with a butt shot. Some cars working out. Okay, so they're at the gym. Pretty normal. All right, do some squats. Okay, angle was a little low. Okay, what are we doing? Okay, maybe it's an accident. Again, maybe it's a fluke. Let's see how they continue the video. And oh my gosh, Wes, what are we actually doing? 4 back-to-back booty shots. I mean, this is insane. And notice how they're not filmed together at the same time, meaning Wes is probably the guy filming. Now look, he's grown, he can do what he wants, but ask yourself a question. If you were in a loving, normal, healthy relationship, would you do this with your significant other? Probably not. Probably not. This is where I feel bad. Is Wes Watson capable of being in a healthy, loving relationship? Now, from what I can find, he's been divorced before, but people that have been divorced before have gone on to have healthy relationships. Not many, but some. But does Wes believe this? I think in the back of Wes Watson's mind, he's wondering if this piece of the puzzle will ever fall into place. Again, let's really read between the lines in this next video and see if there's something weird going on.
Where are you going?
Look,
Where were you going?
you wanna ride?
You're
Yeah,
just
that's
taking.
my car. You wanna ride?
You're just taking off.
My car. Wanna ride, baby?
That was weird at best, okay? It's like, just listen to Wes's tonality, okay? There's something going on behind the scenes. Based off all the evidence, I don't like that for Wes. He gets a lot of hate. I understand he's very aggressive, but I don't think anyone would want to be in the place of having all the material things, but feeling like you just can't be loved. That's pretty heavy, guys. But why is it like this for Wes Watson? Well, there's a clip that I'm gonna play that explains a lot.
I was in prison and I hadn't talked to any women or any friends or anyone in the real world. And finally, I was able to post and get messages and connect to the real world. It meant everything to me.
If you spend 9 or 10 years in jail and you go without talking to a girl for years and years and years, you're going to get rusty. Rusty is an understatement. Your skills at talking to people are going to atrophy. And arguably, I don't know if you can ever reach the average level again, if that makes sense. Like, think of all the things you would learn socially, even subconsciously throughout the 9 or 10 years. Wes essentially skipped out on all of that, especially with some of the women he's been after who seem to get around, right, because they're pretty. Their social IQ is night and day difference to Wes. And because of this social IQ difference, it would be easy for these girls to manipulate Wes. I'm not saying that's what's happening. I'm saying it would be very easy for them to do so. However, based off the videos we just watched, I don't think these girls have the best intentions for Wes. Again, Wes is a grown man and he can be in whatever relationships he wants to be in. But when you're in an environment like Miami and it attracts this type of girl, it would be really easy for a girl to manipulate Wes. That's what I'm saying. All that to say, it's because of this weird dynamic that Wes has put himself in, especially in Miami in this environment, where it might be almost impossible for him to experience happiness. And look, I get it. He yells at people, why should you feel bad for him? He's rich, da-da-da. But it is interesting hearing someone talk about having everything in life, but not being happy. You gotta pity that to some extent.
I am so not fearful of death. I'm not fearful of anything. I've done everything. I've exceeded all my expectations after coming out of prison. And in all reality, I don't even like life that much. That's why I'm good at it. I don't care for the world. I don't care for life. Everything everyone tells you is because it's new to them. It's like, but helping people surely is awesome, Wes. I'm like, yeah, your first 1,000 or something. But I've been doing it for so long that it has no effect on me. And the only person that you could say is operating from a bigger purpose is someone who's not doing it for an outcome. And if I don't get an outcome, then why the fuck? I don't need the money. I don't get nothing from it. It doesn't do anything for me. I just know I have to walk it. The only thing I know is it has to be done by someone and I have to do it.
That's brutal. I think these are the first few cracks in the foundation of the Wes Watson world. But if you thought that was the only thing happening on TikTok, you'd be wrong. There's a man that has created the greatest business of all time. Going into your place of work and cussing out your boss for you. If you want to see that video, check it out right here and I'll see you there.